Welcome to Seriology's Monstober with me, Lady Alexa.
And me, Rich the Hot Broccoli.
Each week for the month of October, we will be discussing different monsters in TV and movies.
And other fun, creepy things.
So sit back,
Turn down the lights.
and enjoy the show. Well, hello and welcome back to another episode of Seriology Monstober, SeriLovers.
Hello, everybody.
Today's a very special episode for me because we are talking witches, finally. I mean, last week I was so lost with zombies. You guys ate me alive. But
It was such a good show.
Yeah.
it was a very good show. And this week we have two guests again. Drew, all the way from Argentina, is joining us again. Hi, Drew.
Hello.
You are on the show so much now. Your name deserves to be on our marquee.
Yes.
You should be like with Lady Alexa, Rich the Hot Broccoli, and Drew.
I'm
From
sometimes
Argentina.
Drew.
Like, his slogan should be Drew from Argentina.
Yeah, Drew from Argentina.
And our new special guest, DT. Welcome.
One of my favorite people on the planet,
Yay.
DT.
Hi, guys.
I am so excited.
I'm so excited.
I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Hey, guys, out of all the monsters that have existed, witches are the only ones that have, like, real life history.
I mean, they go all the way back to mythology. When you look at Norse mythology, all of those deities, their base were sorcerers. The Scythians, the Volvas, Odin.
Vulva? Isn't that a woman
Vulva.
part?
Yeah.
Or a
Yeah.
I'm like, I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yes, but
So
in
witches are women parts or
in
cars.
Norse
Yeah.
mythology, Volva talks about like a high witch.
What's your car?
Norse
It's a
mythology.
Volvo.
Yeah.
You
Also
guys are
known
so
as the
mean.
witch.
Why are you guys always so mean with me?
Oh, God.
But yeah, no, it goes all the way back to mythology with Odin, and I just love it. I think that it's one of the most interesting supernatural things.
Yeah.
So many different kinds of witches.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then on top of that, you go to all the different trials that they have gone through, like the ones in Europe, which were the Malleus Maleficarum, which is translate also into the Book of Shadows.
That
Which was
sounds
around the
like
mid-
something from
1400s.
Harry Potter. Like.
Yeah,
Not
it does.
Maleficarum.
You're just making up stuff.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
moment.
I think you're making up stuff. That's not real.
Okay,
Book of
guys,
Shadows.
I did my research, and I pulled all of this from history.com, historychannel.com, okay? So if
Must be
it's
true.
wrong, it's their fault.
Well, for those who don't know this, I have a podcast over here in Argentina with a friend. It's an in Spanish podcast, and this week we just took the theme of talking about spirits and witches and ghosts in our culture, and it was really amazing. And it's interesting to see just not how witches are expressed in different cultures, but in this time also in movies and series.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
which
that's where
is
we're at. Seriology.
Which is in pop culture, which
Yeah.
is one of the most fun things ever. But
You guys don't feel like witches are the housewives of the monster community?
oh my god.
What? They're in
They
the
kinda
kitchen,
are.
around the kettle. What they ride is a cleaning product.
Yeah.
Their main mode of transportation is a cleaning product.
From all over the world, there's housewives, of
Yeah.
all the different
They
countries.
are the kick-ass. Come on.
Yeah,
I
but-
guess that it's also because
If you see
lately in pop culture, witches are very like strong female characters or whatever. But I don't know. I've always been. If there's like last week, you guys wanted to be zombies. I've always wanted to be like a witch or something. Have the powers.
I'd rather be a
Yes,
witch
I'm
than a
dumb.
zombie.
I think you just like the hats.
Yeah.
Some of
These
them have
are
good
hats.
outfits.
What, witches?
Yeah.
Yeah, they can. You know, I love the voodoo witches.
Those are
New Orleans.
Uh-huh.
That is fantastic. But I love how the image of witches have evolved. Like, it goes from evil, word-nosed woman huddling over a cauldron of boiling liquid to hack-faced, cackling beings riding through the sky on brooms, wearing pointy hats. And now in pop culture, we have the witch that has been portrayed as a benevolent one, nose-twitching suburban housewife, an awkward teenager learning to control her powers, and a trio of charmed sisters battling the forces of evil. It's like an incredible evolution.
Which one do you guys find better?
That's a tricky subject for me because...
Do you like the kind of new slutty Halloween witches?
No, I hate the slutty Halloween witch.
Thank you.
I don't, but I like them all for different reasons. They're all so good. Like you were saying, the Hocus Pocus witches, the Three Sisters, the practical magic witches. I love them. That was a good one. They're all,
that movie is fantastic.
They're all good. The animated ones, Ursula, Sea Witch.
Ooh, I didn't even think of that. Man. Yeah.
One thing.
I'm telling you, there's something about magic that it's also at the root of everything that is supernatural. Because even vampires, they were cursed by a witch. Werewolves, cursed by a witch. I want to say zombies, but no zombies, because last week I learned that it's
the virus
created by viruses.
And witches were cursed by witches.
Yeah, now what does that say about you women? Are you vindictive? It feels like you're vindictive. You just throw some curses on, and out comes monsters. Maybe if you just talked it out, we wouldn't have all this chaos.
That is one of the best things of being a woman.
Well,
that's why it's so cool. It's like the one thing that women are so powerful. Because even if you look at all the TV shows, on different TV shows, we have the originals, we have Bitten. The vampires are strong, the werewolves are strong, but then come the witches and they put a hex or they put something and they are all screwed. Like, that always happens.
For me, and I think it's for the future, but it's good to have it on site. When The Witcher comes up, the way they portray the witches in the books are amazing. So I think once the series come up I think it's coming on the December 17th, you're going to see a really, really amazing portrayal of witches.
Good.
Yeah.
A scary thing right around for Christmas.
Yeah, I love Jennifer von Wengerberg. This is the Witcher protagonist, the woman protagonist. She's gonna be amazing. So, wait for that. It's gonna be good. You know.
I will just watch that show because of the guy. What's his name? I forgot his name.
Are you going to talk about another guy that you're going to drool over?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, moving along. Addams Family, guys.
Yeah. This has been...
But wait a second. We have to talk about the witches' trials, because I think that the reason why so many movies have happened and so many TV shows are because of the history, the main base, and all these trials. You have the European ones, then you have the Salem witch trials, which I feel are the most popular ones. The ones that happen in Connecticut, then Virginia had some trials as well. And the most recently, which I was shocked to learn, that in 2010, in Papua New Guinea, is that how you say it?
Papua, yeah.
Close
New
enough.
Guinea, yeah.
Yeah, so there were witch trials. Like, there were people getting burned in 2010 for being witches.
The people believed that these other people had magic.
I don't know, because I feel like it's so.
That seems so weird because people have social media now.
Exactly.
That they could just be like, I'm getting dunked and burned. What? Like on their Twitter.
They're making a live.
And people would know about it.
I think it happens more often than you think. I know that in Africa, witches there seek out people with albinoism for their body parts, and there's like safe houses for people with that are albinos, because people who practice witchcraft believe that their body parts are magical. So I think it happens a lot of places still.
Do you think when you burn an albino witch, it smells more like vanilla? I feel like it would.
I mean...
Rich, what do you have with vanilla and white? Last week was white zombies.
Yeah, vanilla's actually black.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, yeah.
Burn!
Wow.
Nailed it.
That did come across as a bit racist.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really racist of you to assume that vanilla is white when actually it is black.
And one of the only places in the world that that cultivates vanilla is in Madagascar. And and it's really amazing. Right. You should look up into it because it's one of those things that you say, what? For real?
Hey guys, welcome to the Seriology cooking show with Drew. Yeah. Today we're going to be whipping up some vanilla pancakes.
The origins of vanilla.
Oh my god, okay, back to witches, guys. Back to witches. So yeah, I as I said, I think that this trials made a good start for pop culture to begin all of the TV shows and movies.
Yeah, I don't think it's good because they burn people. Yeah, for pop culture it was amazing. Yeah, it gave us like a shady beginning to a huge lore of people that had powers and everything. Yeah, it was amazing.
And those women were really set up to fail. They would give them tests like hold them underwater, and if they drowned, they were not witches.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. I one of the things that I read, piggybacking on what Danielle just said, was that, and I think it was either the Connecticut trial or the Salem one, they will put the witch on a wood chair. They will like put ropes on it so she will be like attached to a chair, and will throw her in a bucket like on a thing of water. If she floated, she was a witch. If she stayed underneath the water, she was not a witch. But she was in a freaking wooden chair. Of course she was gonna float. Like, really?
Yeah, they were set up to fail. There's no way they could have passed those trials.
Poor girls and guys. Aw.
Oh.
Was there a history of male witches?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
That's not history.
He's a wizard.
You think? I think so.
Like, wizards are around for, like, medieval culture, but, like, were there male witches
Wizards,
in that?
Warlocks, those
warlocks,
you're looking for?
I guess.
Mages.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think the structure of what a witch is principally has to be a female from this point of view.
Yeah, and I think that the male counterpart was very prominent more in like the voodoo side of the witches when you start going into Haiti, New Orleans, which are very cool histories on itself. I think that's where you start
New
seeing
Orleans,
more
it was more
warlock.
Accepted to be like a voodoo witch.
People
went to like in New Orleans or the more the Creole culture.
Yes.
Witches were kind of celebrated.
Yeah. They were wise. You went to them when you needed something.
Yeah. Like soothsayers.
Because that's the thing. Witches, people at that time, witches were like healers. They were kind of doctors. They were doing potions to help you find love. Or
do you feel
like
sick? Do you have something in your body? Go see your nearest witch.
Andrew's PSA announcement of the week.
Of the show.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think it's gonna be super difficult to best last week about the Zombie International Space
Exploration Program.
Yeah, it was amazing. I think there's no coming back from that.
Oh, God. Next.
Yeah.
All right, Addams Family, first TV appearance of a witch.
Yeah.
This show has come back in so many different forms. DT and I are a little older, and we watched it when we were kids. Did you guys get a chance to see like the old ones, or were you just in with the movies when they came out in the 90s, 80s, 90s?
For me, I think the show was more like something I saw some evenings in TV. It's not like I had the continuity of the program, but yes, I've seen it. And then on with the
I wasn't sure if it
movies.
still holds up with popular culture.
Yeah.
Wow, I just mumbled through that. Popular culture.
Slumbers, Clarchers.
I do not remember, to be honest with you, the TV show. I know that I saw it at one point, but I do not remember at all. I think that my first encounter with witches show would be Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie.
That's same era.
Yeah.
I Dream of Jeannie
older.
a witch? That's a totally different entity. Yeah.
Jeannie is not
But
a witch.
it's
Not a
witches.
witch. Not a witch. Not a witch.
But genies have magic, and
Yeah,
magic
but
is
witches have to
witches.
do potions and
spells.
And
Jeannie just blinks her
chants.
eyes.
Yeah, the little ponytail. She's a genie.
Yeah.
I think it's a different type of thing. It's like vampires,
Totally
you
not a
have
witch.
different lores, and with witches you have different lores as well.
There isn't a genie witch lore.
No.
No.
Oh god.
Totally
They come out
different.
of a lamp.
In the desert.
And more like a spirit. Yep.
Yeah. A genie is
Exposed
basically a
exposed
gem.
bellies. Totally different.
Okay, so let's stay with Bewitched then.
Yeah.
I Dream of Jeannie. Jesus. Let's wiggle our nose.
Come on, Anna, get your facts up. Your facts up.
Wiggle our nose and do the little sound.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Bewitched,
The little
she
tingle
wiggled her
sound.
nose. Yeah, she was good.
Yeah, and I Dream of Jeannie. She did the head
Yep.
bob with
Crossed
her
her
ponytail.
arms.
Yeah.
Those shows, I mean, they came on in the 60s. I got to watch them reruns in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And I preferred I Dream of Jeannie than Bewitched. I don't know why. I think it was because she was wearing pink. But they were so much fun.
That is an amazing reason to prefer one show from the other. Just
Wardrobe.
pink. Yeah.
Outfit.
Because pink. Yeah.
Because pink.
Her outfit was cute. Her outfit was cute.
Yeah, because pink.
And so you start like going, and Danielle, you were talking about Teen Witch today.
Yeah, the movie Teen Witch. That was one of the first movies I remember, that was solely based on, like, really had a strong witch theme. It's so corny, but I loved it so much. And I just recently realized that Blake Lively's sister played the witch. So, in that movie, that they're sisters, Robin Lively. But I love that movie when I was a kid. I thought it was so funny. Tangina from Poltergeist is in it and plays her mentor.
What?
She's amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Yeah, I think that the movies were the first thing that came to. I mean, Hocus Pocus. Who hasn't seen Hocus Pocus?
Or the worst witch.
The worst
Or-
witch
That had-
with
that
Fairuza
has-
Balk and freaking Tim Curry. It was
Tim Curry with his musical appearance.
so good. And he sings the song and floats
Yeah.
majestically through the air. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
He's a
You just
male
had a heart
witch,
moment,
right?
didn't you?
Or is he a wizard? I think he was a male witch in that.
Yeah, a Mitch.
A Mitch.
Mitch.
Yeah, he was a Mitch.
Totes.
Oh god.
Totes Mitch.
Mitch.
Hashtag Mitches.
Yeah, the 80s had some good witch movies.
Then, like the 90s, it got grittier.
They were much more innocent up until the 80s
Yeah.
and the 90s. It really
The
kind of went a
90s, and
little
then
darker.
The Craft came out. Yeah.
So I have a little story with The Craft. I think it was The Craft. It was.
Fairuza
Remind
Balk
me again. The Craft is where they play light as a feather, stiff as a board, right?
Yep.
Okay, so The Craft comes out, and this was a couple of years later after The Craft came out. Me and my friends got obsessed with the freaking movie, and we had a sleepover, and we decided to play light as a feather, stiff as a board, and we had candles all over the place. That was a fire hazard waiting to happen, but we were
You
playing
actually
that
did
all
the-
night.
Bloody Mary thing?
No.
We didn't do Bloody Mary. We were
I know, but it's like the same concept.
we were doing light as a feather, stiff as a board.
Levitation
And,
homes.
We thought that somebody was levitating, and the other one saw shapes on the candles, and some that it said "run," and the other one thought that it said "cry," and then on the next morning, people cry and we run, and oh my god,
That's so weird.
it was so much fun.
Let me grab my Ouija board. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh, Ouija board. That was a scary movie in the 90s.
Yeah.
Another one.
Oh yeah. I know that one.
And Practical Magic was such a fun movie.
That's like one of my only chick flicks that I really, really like. I love that movie.
Practical Magic.
I love that she
It had a great cast.
She wrote on
Yeah.
a paper the man she wanted. That way she would never fall in love. And then she met him.
She created the impossible man that didn't exist.
She freaking met him, and then he died.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie. Now I know which one is.
There was another movie that was just like that, and it's like stuck in my head. This one scene where they're dancing and floating, and she bewitched him.
Hocus Pocus?
No, maybe. No, Hocus Pocus had
The
Bette Midler.
sisters,
Yeah, Bette Midler.
And Sarah Jessica Parker.
And Kathy
And
and
the
Jimmy.
three kids.
Horseface! Yay! With Bette Midler and Horseface.
Now, a movie that I never got into was the Blair Witch Project.
Oh, this
I like that
is
movie.
my
Yeah.
hands down favorite witch.
You know
movie.
why?
that's
The witch,
amazing.
you never see her. It's all implied.
Yeah, but it was the whole hype around the movie
And I was at
that made the
UCF
movie.
when that came out, where those
And the
kids
little
came
thing
from.
with the camera being filmed. Oh god, no!
It was
it's
Oh, that
great.
was such a
Genius.
one-of-a-kind movie. Like, it kicked off such a genre.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought it was
It kicked
great.
out a lot, like a genre. Yeah, that for sure. But I don't know why I never got into it.
But if you were around when all the hype was going
Yeah.
around that movie, that it was real,
Yeah.
and
You thought it was real and everything,
everybody played into it.
The implied
And it
reality
was-
of it was
yes.
so good. And the
and it
implied
was scary
horror
as fuck. Yes,
was so good.
You know-
that was a really, I mean, nobody had really ever done that before.
yeah.
When I watched
Oh my
it,
God.
I was at a birthday party with some friends, and we were like, "Hey, let's see a movie." We were kids, okay? So we're looking at the. We say, "Hey, what are we gonna see?" And one kid goes, "Hey, I have this movie my dad rented, and put it on VHS." And we were like, "Okay, let's see it." Worst
Blockbuster.
party ever. Everyone, when the movie ended, we were like, it was like 7 p.m. It was really dark, and we're like, "Oh, we made a huge mistake, man." Party is ruined.
I think that now a witch movie that actually changed my life, the books and the movies, is the Harry Potter saga. I mean,
Yeah.
The Philosophical Stone was the first book I've ever read from beginning to end. And I read it when I was 11. Oh, stop making that face.
Anna is.
Wow, it took you
Philosopher's
11
Stone.
years to read a whole
No,
book.
I will always start. To be honest with you, I never liked to like read when I was little. I prefer my dad to read to me. Audible would have been fantastic for me in the
You
90s.
millennials.
It's not about that, Anna.
But-
Alexa, I love Harry Potter. I read every book like 8 times, but it's Philosopher's Stone or Philosophical
Okay,
Stone.
philosophical, whatever. La
Philosophical
Piedra
Stone.
Filosofal. That is the one movie that I prefer. The name in Spanish makes more sense to me than the one in English. La Piedra Filosofal. So stop.
Oh my god,
so
that was so cool.
But anywho, that was the first book I ever read, and I feel like I grew up with Harry. I mean, I
That
don't
makes
know.
sense. That's probably weird, isn't it, for you guys? That
Which?
when they went to wizarding school, you guys were the same age.
Yeah, kinda.
I feel like I grew up with him, and all
Yeah.
the movies just, I think that they were fantastic. As I said, it's a very special thing for me.
Yeah, I think it's the first movie or the first books young adult oriented that was like about magic, and it really had a lore. It was not just superficial, like, hey, we do magic. It had really a lore, and it grew with the people that were seeing the movie. Like, if you see the first movie, was really basic and okay, we have magic and we're kids. But after every book, the lore came up more, and it was a more adult movie. So I think if you live through that transition, like from the first book since you were a kid till the last book, so that you were already a young adult, it's a really amazing journey to have that in your life.
I do like how the movies went darker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like they allowed themselves to get darker and didn't stay family friendly.
Yeah,
I like how the opening credits got darker too. Like
and that was on purpose.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
It was intentional, and it was, I mean, obvious to some people. I thought it was great. I thought it was so smart.
Yeah.
The music it's still my ringtone till this day.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about that music that just drags you to that time,
So,
man.
after saying this,
It's very fun.
which is your favorite book and which is your favorite movie? Come on, give it to me.
Oh, favorite book is Prisoner of Azkaban.
Okay.
Did I say that correctly?
Yeah, you got that. I'll agree with you on that one. Favorite movie is that's the last one.
Okay.
So yeah, and I actually loved all the movies, but yeah, the Deathly Hallows. There's something about the Deathly Hallows that was such an incredible book, but the movies were like on point.
I felt that last one where the abandonment that was really unsettling throughout the whole movie.
But favorite book for me is Prisoner of Azkaban. I mean, I feel like it's the only book that doesn't have Voldemort. And there was so much stuff going on that I just loved.
And you, DT?
DT, your favorite?
I actually didn't read the books.
Shame.
Like you could read.
Shame.
I know, I'll probably be disconnected any second. But I really enjoyed all the movies. I thought they were all great. And movies like that for me, I think just because of my, being artistic, just visually, they were all so stunning to me. So that's really what I responded to.
Perfect. Yeah.
I remember your cup. I don't know why I always remember that. When a couple of Halloweens ago, the office that I'm in, they go crazy on Halloween, and I decided that the theme for my particular office was gonna be Harry Potter, and I turned that office all into Hogwarts. And Danielle comes in, she's like, Anna, don't do anything that you had time to freaking decorate the whole office?
It was pretty epic. I mean, the walls were like bricked out, and I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I was like, no, I had time.
LA, where do you want to move into? Guys, where do you want to...
you know what's fun? You didn't ask me what was my favorite movie and book.
Oh.
So,
Drew, what was your favorite?
No, I don't want to talk right now.
Okay,
next. Next. But okay.
LA, which show you're watching right now? I know you just watched Light as a Feather. How was that?
Oh my god, Light as a Feather was intense and fun at the same time. It was about a curse. The only reason why they say it's witch related, it's because of the curse that somebody did, but it's very diabolic. Is that a word?
Yeah.
So the way that it begins is that they have to keep playing the game, and the person that has the curse needs she tells you at the beginning of the game how you're gonna die. And then everybody that plays the game dies the way that person said it.
Oh.
Okay.
And the only way to finish this was, like, they didn't know how to end with a curse.
I'm intrigued.
It's a very interesting... I thought it was just gonna be another teenager drama. But it's very interesting. And it's all about... It's the curse and how some people... A bunch of the kids died. Then the ones that didn't die are always trying to fight to get out of the curse.
Which one is the show? I'm gonna...
Light
as a Feather? What network is that on?
Hulu. It's a Hulu.
Okay. I'll look into it. Looks kind of fun.
It's really good.
I know we covered this on the reboots, but The Charmed. How do you how many of you guys watched it? Because I haven't.
I haven't watched. Is the new one out?
Yes.
I haven't watched the new one, but I love the old one.
Okay, so to me, Charm was the first show where you have kick-ass woman. I freaking love all the way from Shannon Doherty being when she was Prue and then she died and they brought Rose McGowan. But I just, and the characters in that show, you have the three sisters who each has one power. You have Prue that is telekinesis, Piper blows and freeze time, and the other one that has, what do you think of Phoebe's powers? I always thought they were the most stupid group of powers.
Like from Friends?
Yeah.
Singing and playing the guitar badly. Those powers.
Yeah.
I mean,
Smelly curs. Smelly curs.
The third sister, Phoebe, her powers were premonition that only came at certain times. It's not like she had premonitions whenever she wanted.
So
I remember that. She would get like flashes.
Yes. She
like
could
menopause.
levitate because levitating is always so much fun. And then she was the only one that made a little sense was that she was empathy. So when she felt everyone's emotions.
So it's like she was invisible only when no one saw her.
What?
When she felt real lonely.
Yeah, if a witch stands in the woods and no one's there, is she there?
No, she's invisible.
But I mean, and this was a show that had the Monster of the Week type of,
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
it was
start to finish.
Yes.
Small
But
arcs.
Something like a DramaCon, something like
You had
that.
angels and you had demons, and I mean Cole. I freaking love Cole. DT, what do you think of it?
Was that the what did they call him?
Which one?
Cole.
Cole was the demon.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I loved him because he was from Nip Tuck.
Yes.
I
he was
loved
in Nip
him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was excited that he was on that show. I just like looking at him. I don't care if he was a plastic surgeon or a demon.
Yep. And then you had the lightsaber.
Isn't that one and the same?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because I've seen a couple
similar.
of the ladies' faces up here.
They look
Demonish.
possessed.
Yeah, they're bad.
And then you had Leo, which was with lightsaber, which is the word that you were looking for.
Yeah.
That he can.
It was a lightsaber.
He was like an angel. It was weird.
Oh, not
He's
like
an
the Jedi
angel,
thing.
but
No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
He didn't make that
Totally.
cool sound or nothing. Nope.
No.
I was about to make this sound and
When he walked.
I can.
Or just when he entered the room.
Yeah. Wong, wong.
But
imagine,
I honestly think that Charm was like the first show that made witches, first look pretty and kick-ass, because before that you had the Sabrina TV show and the Sabrina movie, and she was this cute little blonde girl learning her powers. So Charm was more like, we are grown-ass woman and we're here to kick ass.
Business owners, one of them owned the bar. Yeah, they were.
P3.
P3.
the fuck?
The details.
So witches have the dumbest way to get killed. A glass of water. Thoughts?
Okay, that's only on the Wizard of Oz. That is only between
a bottle
Dorothy,
of Evian water,
Yeah.
you
that
could
is
pretty
only
much kill a
between
witch.
Dorothy
Yeah.
and the Wicked Witch of the... Is it West, or
West.
East?
If you've got a house and a strong gust of wind, or Evian.
Oh, true.
Okay,
Yeah. How?
this is gonna be really, really stupid, but if you have smart water, is the smart way to kill them?
Ooh, there's our advertisement.
Yes.
During the rich
Nope.
the witch insurgents of 2023. The Smart Water's
DT's
marketing
face is like,
campaign.
nope.
No.
Kill them with electrolytes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart water, the smartest way to kill a witch.
Yeah.
Bad.
That was a freaking amazing. Okay.
Oh, God.
I could get a Netflix special just for that joke over there.
Like, witches are pretty much people. They don't really...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, you don't kill them with a wooden stake or silver bullet. It's just fire or strangulation or whatever you kill a person with. Car accident. That's not fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends, because then you have certain witches that they put their powers on certain amulets, so unless you do something to the amulet, the person doesn't die.
So, like Voldemort.
Yeah, like Voldemort.
Like Voldemort.
Or whatever, yeah.
The Horcrux, yeah.
On the originals, Freya and her aunt decided to be, her aunt wanted to be immortal. So the way that she found how to be immortal without turning into a vampire but staying as a witch was with this crazy curse that they will sleep for 10 years and then be alive for 1 year.
Okay.
But they were able to survive millennia.
That sounds like Rumspringa.
Yeah.
Something like that. But that was a way
I'm
of...
asleep for a while. Let me get my year in. Party drugs. All right, it's back to the farm.
That was a way of being a witch, and their lives were intertwined, so that they were protected.
Super witches. I have one. Michelle Pfeiffer in Stardust. In the movie Stardust.
Wow, I haven't seen that movie in years.
Yeah.
That movie's fun.
Yeah, that movie wasn't amazingly fun. With Robert De Niro, that he was a gay pirate.
Yeah.
There was a lot of good people in that movie.
Yeah, there was
a lot of good people.
Mm-hmm. It was surprisingly amazing. I didn't thought it was gonna be that good. Like, I had zero expectation for that movie, and it blew me off.
Question. Would you guys rather be like a spell-casting evil witch, or one of those kind of more herbal ones where they make potions and help people?
Can there be an in-between?
No?
Oh, there's no Hannah Montana in this.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hannah Montana
cartoon witch
is the best of both worlds, so there's no best of both worlds.
Oh,
I think it would be more fun to be a bad witch.
Yeah, my selfish side is totally saying bad witch.
Totally.
Bad witch. I will go with a bad witch. Like, I wanna be a good fighting witch, but if that is not possible, then bad witch.
But I just love the smell of jasmine. And if I could just grow my garden.
That's a practical magic witch.
Making potions for a living? Oh, God.
So you'd rather be manipulative?
I'd rather have powers, period.
Yeah, but it seems like all those, they just use it for manipulation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what's always kind of struck me as odd? Those witches with all their powers and their, spells.
You just did a magic wand?
I did.
Motion.
Swish
they
and flick.
always lived in like a little hovel deep in the woods
with a tree growing through it.
Conjure yourself a nice house, for God's sakes. Like, what was that all about? I never understood that. You have all these powers, you have a book, all the spells, all the stuff, a cauldron, and you live in a shack in the woods.
In the woods, yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right.
Hey, that's on them. That's on them.
No one ever figured it out.
Wait a second, they have premonitions. Why can't they have a good premonition about...
Like for the lottery!
Yeah!
Hello, thank you.
But then you have the whole thing of, with great powers come great responsibility.
That's Spider-Man.
That's Spider-Man. He wasn't
Spider-Man
a
the
witch.
Witch. That's the new movie that's coming out. Spider-Man the Witch.
Spider-Man was not a witch.
2026.
Spider Witch.
Spider Witch.
Spider Witch.
Does whatever Spider Witch does.
But on Charm... Oh, God. I can't.
It doesn't work like that. This is not
Spider Witch. When was that? 2026?
2026, Spider Witch.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
this is not the philosophical story.
Like, Peter Parker now gets bit by a witch.
Witch.
Yeah.
Spider.
So, spider.
No,
Yeah.
as a witch turn into spider. That's the one. There you go.
Yeah. Like, she got hexed into a spider.
I like it.
And then bit Peter Parker.
Hey, and
then passed Peter Parker her cauldron.
Wait a second. Going back to Immortal Witches and the witch Melisandre in Game of Thrones.
Here's our Game of Thrones moment for the episode.
She the Red Witch, she was not, you couldn't kill her. The only way for her to die was taking out her necklace.
Yeah, or just have her stand in front of a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or walk into the sun.
Without clothes, yeah.
She needed to take out the necklace for her years to come in.
Something like Dorian Gray, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, each witch has their own, it's interesting because they all have so many different ways of being killed or their weakness.
I know DT watched this, but Penny Dreadful.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
You know, they're coming back with a whole new... I sent you that. Yeah, the whole new story.
Yeah.
But the witch in that, I felt that was a great portrayal of a classic witch.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody? Thoughts? Just you and me on this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Penny Dreadful?
I love Penny Dreadful, but I only watched the first season.
Oh
man.
Yeah.
Penny Dreadful was so good in the fact that it was one of the very few series, I think, that had a real conclusion.
Yeah.
You know, it ended perfectly. Everybody, it was resolved. I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved how they just did different versions of these classic characters, but still holding on to the core.
Yeah, they kept it so respectful of what made each one of those characters a classic.
I'm gonna watch it.
This
is
should be your Halloween
shows.
adventure journey.
Yeah.
Is finishing up Penny Dreadful.
Okay. This is one of those things that I didn't watch. I haven't finished watching because I don't like. It's not because I don't like it. It's because like I watched the first season and then life went on and I left it there just to see when I will return. And I think
it's tomorrow. Tomorrow is when you return.
I'm gonna do it.
Do it. So worth it.
Yeah.
LA, I know you're not a big horror fan, but I feel like this is right up your alley. It's not really horror.
No, I've been meaning to watch it. I don't know.
It's a good period. They did a great job with the period.
Yeah, the costumes are great. The scenery is great. The artistic direction, like everything. It's
fantastic.
Really moody. It's so good.
If I see a movie about 1.5 hours of Eva Green looking at, I don't know, grass grow, I will watch it. Yeah, Eva Green is amazing.
So you're in love with Eva Green?
She's amazing. Yeah, she's amazing.
You love James Bond as well?
Yeah, she has that crazy face even when she doesn't want to have the crazy face. Like, it's an amazing girl. Yeah.
SeriLovers, Drew is trying to make the evergreen face, but he's not doing a good job of it.
The witch from Penny Dreadful, didn't she also play a witch in the movie where Johnny Depp was the remake of the 60s vampire show? What the heck was that called?
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadows. She played a witch.
Yeah, Eva Green.
And was so good. Yeah. I loved her in that.
She's got a face for dark characters.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
And her voice. Oh, she's so good. I just love her.
And she has like the British kind of beachy accent. Like, it's going to be good. It's like Elizabeth Hurley in Bedazzled. Like, did you watch that movie?
Okay, Drew, stop trying to make like poses of women. You're not doing a good job, sweetie.
I'm not making poses of women.
To bedazzle something for us 80s kids was to stamp rhinestones onto a jean jacket.
Every Christmas, my mom bedazzled us sweatshirts.
Yeah, it felt like there was a lot of pink unicorn with bedazzled jean jackets.
Elizabeth Hurley
is bedazzled. Millennial knows what is bedazzled. Don't worry.
It's a 2000 film with Elizabeth Hurley. She was a devil. Oh, God.
Yeah, but she was the devil. That's a whole different character.
Yeah. Yeah, but she had the accent, like, she was kind of...
It's all about the accent.
Amazingly beachy.
Stop it. Stop trying to imitate woman. You're not doing a good job, sweetie.
I'm not imitating anyone. I'm just saying, oh my God. I'm going to keep drinking my golden shower juice.
And for those of you just tuning in, because we just mentioned the golden shower juice, it was a joke a little off air.
Jamba Juice's new seasonal special. They went against the pumpkin spice.
And went straight up
better
urine.
Than the pumpkin spice.
Yeah, straight up urine.
But hey, bringing it back to witches, I feel like there have been a lot of...
that was good.
Witches.
Bringing it back.
Speaking of witches and golden showers.
Yeah.
Woo!
What's the lifespan? What's the lifespan of witches?
There have been a lot
golden
of
shower
reboots.
kill witches? It's water.
Yeah, what's the lifespan of witches?
It depends.
Yeah.
They can be immortal or they can be your
Until they're killed.
average
Yeah, but
normal human being.
I feel like witches just could have, when you're writing or creating something for witches,
I mean,
you just whatever you want to do.
Sabrina,
Let's do it.
in Sabrina, the witches are like 200 years old. They never age in the Sabrina universe.
Okay.
So they never age, and that is one of what I was trying to say. In the reboots, you have the Sabrina the Teenage Witch, where everything was pretty and colorful, and you just know that her aunts are 200 years old witches. And now you have the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which is more
darker. Wow.
Yeah, it's way darker and really cool. And here you see that whenever a spellman is killed, and spoiler guys, I'm sorry, and is buried in a certain place, they come back to life, and that's how her aunts and everybody in her family is so old, because whenever they're killed, they need to be buried in that particular place, and they come back.
But like killed in like a gory way, or just like natural diseases? They have natural
stabbed
diseases?
or whatever, shot in the face. I don't know.
Yeah.
Take your pick. In witch lore, though, it's like they're just people. Like actual witch lore. Like everything else has kind of been created by Hollywood and all this other stuff.
And what do you guys think of that show, by the way? Because it's so different from the original one.
So is it the original creator? Or did they just... somebody own a property and then somebody came with this darker idea and said, hey, how about we lay this over the old Sabrina thing?
Okay, so Sabrina is part of the Archieverse. So it's the Archie universe. And the same producer of Riverdale decided to grab the comics of Sabrina and take it to a different tone, because we already had like the cutie Sabrina. So he now wanted to do the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina.
I like the direction that they went. I mean, they could have just thrown in any name, and it still would have been a good show. It could have been the Chilling Adventures of Claire.
I freaking love everything from the Dark Church, the school. Everything is like the opposite of what we're used to. I mean, if you're a Christian person, everything that you have believed, just turn it around. That is the Sabrina world.
The only thing I don't like is everything is tied to the devil.
Because everything is.
But
did you see the end, by the way?
I have not. I'm.
So you don't want me? I can't say that. Oh,
not yet. Don't spoil this one.
Jesus Christ! I want to say something so bad.
But like normal witch lore, it's more natural. Like all the spirits and stuff come from. Yes.
It's about using the powers of the four elements, like earth,
the
wind,
element.
and fire, like taking power from it and expressing it through your body. I think that's the
elemental magic is one of the most common and powerful magics, which is air, moving plant,
earth,
and fire.
Wind, earth, wind, and fire.
Wind, and fire.
And
I love that band.
I know.
Love that band.
I was going for that. Thank you for getting the reference. That was
I grew up listening to my mom.
I'm gonna sleep amazingly today because you got the reference. Do you remember
the very first time?
Bueno, sorry.
Drew, have you seen the Chilling Adventures?
I saw it. I saw like a chapter and a half, and I kind of dig the setting, but I haven't watched it like per se.
You're missing on something cool.
Yeah, I got the vibe that it was gonna be cool. So it's not like I am not gonna see it. It's on my to-do list. It's in my bucket list.
I forced Rich to watch it.
Yeah. Once they got past that little teen high school crush part, it got really good.
I feel like the first season, because you're trying to understand that she's a half witch, half mortal. The first season was blah, but the second one was so good. The second
was
one
the original one. Was she a half and half?
Bam.
The original one, was she half and half?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sabrina is always half and half. That's part of the comic.
Gotcha.
That's part of the canon of Sabrina.
So is Blade.
I fucking love Blade.
Thoughts?
Yes. Okay, tell us, Rich. What do you want to...
No, because that's totally vampire.
Yeah, that's Toad's
Totally
vampire.
No, did you guys get to see the Salem TV show?
No.
Vaguely remember it.
Yeah, I think
I saw the
something
first
came
episode
up,
and I was like, bye.
Why? Was it scary or bad?
I didn't like... I don't know.
But that was network. That was like
Or
NBC or whatever.
scaringly bad.
And what I did when I was doing my research on witches, which, by the way, guys, I did a lot of research.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Guys, when she sent me the show notes, it was
God.
17 pages. It was her college dissertation for grad school for
Nothing
witches.
right now is 17 pages. Nothing right now is 2 pages. So
I have dubbed the 17 pages of notes her sleeping spell.
Thank you. That's my
so long
superpower.
and boring.
My superpower is putting everybody to sleep.
I'm sorry.
I'm like Jigglypuff.
It was just the theme, and it just came to me.
But is it
I'm like the
something
pig.
like with witches, or you can make 17 pages out of any topic? Like, if we give you...
Thorough, very thorough.
Yeah, like,
that
if we give you, like,
PowerPoint?
cushions, can you make 17 pages out of cushions?
Oh my god, it was
heck
like
yeah.
the boring PowerPoint presentation of witches
You're such a
that your manager makes you sit through for 3 hours at an office meeting.
You're such an a-hole. Oh my god. But back to Salem. So when I was doing my dissertation on witches,
Your spellcraft. Let's say it.
one of the things that when the Salem witch trials were going, one of the Puritan priests decided to have this book of how to recognize a witch. So if she had like an insect bite, she was a witch, because that's how their familiar ate from them.
Ooh, the
And-
pointy hat. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the pointy hat and the groom. Gaffel. Carajo. But
Oh, that was some German there.
yeah, I'm gonna throw some German bad words today. But that was basically the beginning of this show. Like, you have the bidden thing, the Puritan guy with a book on how to recognize a witch. It was just it was not fun, and it was also because I am here to serve the devil.
What? For real?
But it was very religious based.
Yeah.
It was very.
Yeah, it was really... Yeah.
I didn't like it. It didn't have that je ne sais quoi.
All right, I'm going to throw in a little... This is one of the fan favorites of American Horror Story, was the Coven season.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
heard nothing but great things. Like, I
I
am
saw
not
it,
a fan
yeah.
of the American Horror franchise, because I get scared very easily. By the way, thanks to Drew, who always scares the shit out of me. But Coven, that's the one American Horror Story that I want to watch. It looks amazing.
It was really good, and they've tied in some of those characters to other seasons, which
Yeah.
I liked. But I thought it was great because it tied in how we were talking about the voodoo earlier, because it took place in New Orleans. There's that crossover there, and Had a couple different genres of witches. It was really, really good.
Yeah, I liked how they did that in that one.
Mm-hmm.
And they revived the witch from New Orleans, and they made it their maid. It was really amazing. Yeah, I really liked it.
Yeah, they go ancient, or not ancient, but they go back in time and show a more, historic witch, and then bring it into modern times. It was great. I thought it was so smart, and it was a really interesting way to show the different types of witches.
It felt real too.
Yeah.
Like the world that they built for that season.
Yep. The different powers, how they each had kind of different specialties, and I loved that they brought some of them back into the newer seasons, because I thought that was one of the better ones.
That's all that I've heard.
Yeah,
that
it's one of the better
Coven
ones.
needed to have like everybody was rooting to have like a second season of Coven.
And I love the Stevie Nicks
Oh yeah.
reference. That was so good, and having that reference.
I like that she made. Did she make? I didn't finish watching Coven, but she made an appearance in that season.
Yeah.
And then again in that last one.
Yeah, it was great.
Stevie
Last
Nicks
year's.
looks like a freaking witch. I mean, she's
but she looks
awesome.
like an elemental witch more than.
She's so awesome, and her voice is so.
Well, she sings in it, so watch it.
Yeah.
No, that is the one season of American Horror Story that I want to see, and I saw that Hulu has it, so.
Yeah.
It's not that scary
Nice.
for real. It's like 2 or 3 scare jumps, and everything else is just like a really good show. I really liked it. I'm not a fan of American Horror Story, but Covenant got me. Yeah.
DT, did you start watching the new season yet?
I did.
How did it start off?
It started.
I don't even know what the story
really,
is.
Huh?
I don't even know what the story is for this new.
So the new season is 80s horror. So think Jason, 80s camp, out in the woods, kids camp. It's the 80s references I think are great. So I'm enjoying it so far.
That's been a huge resurgence in TV lately, is that 80s throwback.
They do it really good.
It's a lot of nostalgia, I feel.
Yeah. It's all us 40-year-olds that are like trying to grab
That's
back on
why
our
I'm
youth.
watching it. Because
But I
I'm
don't
really
think it's
enjoying
only
that.
you guys. I mean, I freaking love anything that is based on the 60s, on the 80s. I love those shows. Mad Men is one of my favorite shows, and it's based on the 60s.
I think that because there was a shroud of mystery and everything, right now, if you want to know something, you just go to your computer and you go and Google it and everything. But over there, if they want to like get to another person, they have their huge walkie-talkies or something, and you could,
or a phone.
Yeah, or a phone, and you could really see when it went bad. Like right now, if you make a horror movie about someone like being alone somewhere and not answering his phone, that's just stupid. Like everyone has the phones on it like 24/7 with 100% battery. So
GPS.
Yeah, so it misses that like mystery, like what could be happening.
Good point, Drew.
Yeah.
Good point.
And have you noticed that most of these TV shows are based on either a comic or a book? It's not like, I feel like Charm is one of the few that is not based out of an existing script.
Is Vampire Diaries, was that a book?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The Originals was
The Originals is a spin-off of Vampire Diaries.
Okay.
But all the characters are from the 6 books, and I think that there are more than 6 right now of the Vampire Diaries. But
Right. Discovery of Witches too. I read that book before I started that series.
That trilogy is amazing.
I loved those books. I was so excited to watch the show when it came out because I enjoyed those books so much.
What made those witches different?
One of the reasons I like Discovery of Witches so much is Deborah Harkness, right? Is that right?
Yeah.
She does what Anne Rice did with the Witching Hour series, which is another amazing witch series of books. But she brings it back and forth into time. There's a lot of time jumping, which I think is super interesting.
The second book is all in the past. Because the main character, she doesn't know, she's too powerful for herself, and she doesn't know how to. Nobody can teach her because nobody knows how to make her control her powers.
Nobody's been that strong
in ages. So she goes back in time with her husband, who's the vampire.
There's a lot of time traveling in witch culture.
Yeah, and I think that makes it so interesting. In fact, if there was ever a series of books that should be made into a TV series or a movie, it's the Anne Rice Witching Hour series. Amazing. I don't know if you've ever read those, but
I haven't. I'll
so
download
good.
it.
So amazing. I think there's 3 or 4. They're really long, but I've actually been following Anne Rice on social media, and she's been commenting on Discovery of Witches and even Penny Dreadful. She loved that series, but so good. I found a lot of similarities with that time travel.
I'm waiting like a maniac for that second season because the first season ends when they go back in time.
I can't get the answer to that on Apple.
Whoa, hello.
Not even Siri can find the answer.
Something that sounded like Siri, apparently. And sorry about that.
But I am waiting like a maniac for that second season. It's so good because in the second book, she's a weaver. So the way that she controls her powers are through these like ropes. So she has to make knots. So with the knots goes whatever the spell is going.
So she's one of those loom witches.
And on top of that, but wait a second. And on top of that, she has like the coolest.
Those are rare.
Very. Loom witches.
What is the name of the animals that witches have?
Cats.
Cats.
No.
Owls.
Familiar.
Sorry.
Familiar.
Chickens.
She has the coolest familiar because it's not a dragon. Do you remember what her familiar was? It was a
Chicken.
people kept saying
I think it was a chicken.
Yeah, it was
With Drew, chicken.
Yeah.
golden eggs.
Ooh.
Because everybody that saw her familiar was like, "Oh, that's a dragon," and she's like, "No, that's not a dragon. It's whatever the word is that I forgot."
A wyvern.
A gecko. Keep guessing, guys. Maybe we'll get it.
Yeah. A cow. Is that a dragon or
Lizard.
a cow?
But anywho, I don't know. And my favorite book is the third book, which is when they get back from the past. Because everything that happened, like now it's different and they have to keep... It's all about a mystery and they're solving that freaking mystery through the whole thing.
And this is when Marty McFly comes in?
Yeah, that was what I was going to say. Like,
Her familiar's a
they come
DeLorean.
Yeah. Gotta get back in time.
So it's a fire drake. Her familiar is a fire drake.
No idea.
Is that like a cow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Like a fire cow.
A magical cow.
Ooh.
I love it.
I fire
look.
cow.
it's a Dungeons and Dragons thing,
So they stole it from Dungeons and Dragons?
apparently.
Fire cow?
Interesting.
A fire drake is similar in appearance to a young red dragon, but is not as intelligent or as powerful as a true dragon. A fire drake will respond with its flame breath whenever something disturbs it.
So, dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a dragon.
It's
Yeah.
a
They
dragon.
keep saying it's not a freaking dragon, but whatever. On the book, I don't know how they're gonna make it on the TV show, but on the book,
I think
that
with
familiar
computers.
is so funny.
Probably with computers.
CGI.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were gonna bring the real deal. I thought it was gonna be a.
Can't afford it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be
That's
probably
CGI is cheaper.
a dragon.
Yeah.
A little dragon.
But that is one show that I will recommend to everybody to watch. A Discovery of Witches. It's only like 6 episodes right now, and it's on AMC.
The Witcher. You have to see on December 17th, The Witcher.
It's not out yet, so cool your horses.
Yeah, but I'm so freaking hyped for that show, so I'm just going to keep recommending it. So, The Witcher.
All right, guys, I got one last question before we wrap up tonight. If you were to get a witch artifact, what would it be and what would its power be?
I know.
Ooh, go ahead, DT.
I would want a witch's cauldron, and anything that I ate out of it, I would not gain any weight.
Ooh,
Boom.
good power.
Beat that.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Mic drop.
Yeah.
But you'd have to eat boiled food. I'm going to go with a witch's oven or stove.
I feel like if I cook it somewhere else, but as long as I eat it out of the cauldron, all the calories disappear.
Gotcha.
I like that. I love that.
Which grill? Yeah. Oh, for me, it's going to be a Nimbus 2000, so I can go to work without having to be stuck in traffic. So, yeah.
And then you could go play with that LARP's Quidditch team?
Yeah.
Guys, it's a legit sport. I still can't believe that.
Well, one time I was walking in a park over here, and I saw like the Quidditch league playing. I was like, oh god, it's something real.
The universities have a Quidditch league, and they play and they have championships. It's stupid. This niche is a legit person running around in something yellow.
Yeah, when they stop playing that, we'll show them how to get laid.
Yeah.
So, moving along.
Yeah.
Next, what's your power, Rick?
The best sports for virgins.
I actually liked the cooking element of yours. But it would make everything I cook taste like steaks. Whoa, yeah. Different versions of steaks. Yeah,
that's cool. I like it.
Like I could just take a piece of toast and it will taste like steak.
I'll take a brick.
Yep.
Dip it in the cauldron. Steak.
Yep. Steak. Blue cheese topping.
Oh, yum.
I know, right?
No bacon.
I'd love to have a necklace. I like the necklaces, and whenever I touch it, can do whatever I'm thinking.
Nope.
Yes.
One power.
Yes.
One power. You're not the genie that gets all the wishes.
You're getting two.
Yeah, you can't just have the amulet of everything.
Yeah, I want all the wishes.
Yeah, I want all the
My
things.
wish is to have all the wishes.
That's a no-no. Yeah.
One power.
I don't like it.
Come on.
One artifact.
You're so mean. You always change things for me. Same with the zombie. Same with the zombies. Same with vampires. You're so mean.
You're just so greedy with everything. I gotta whittle you down.
I'm an only child. Sue me.
Yeah. Me.
What the?
Only childs are.
I don't know how that goes into the equation, but
selfish and all that crap.
Did you just explain only children to everybody?
She wants the pretty jewelry and all the power.
Yeah, with all the powers.
I really do want the necklace because I've always wanted the whole.
I'm calling the necklace Veruca Salt.
Happens. What?
I'm calling your necklace Veruca Salt.
Oh, nice! I like it. 10 points to Richendorf.
Yeah, I want a party.
Okay, my power will be to read people's minds.
Oh, that kind of party.
No. You know how many stupid things people think? That will be horrible.
That would be the worst.
Yeah, I don't want to know what people think.
I don't want to know.
But only when I touch the necklace. Only when I touch the necklace.
Oh, that's kind of like a crappy power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want whatever.
Come on, everything tastes like steak.
Yeah, the steak one or the calories
one.
Oh, calories one.
Calories, that's good.
A necklace that makes my farts smell like steaks. That's cool.
Oh my god.
Then I could just free fart all day long and everyone will like, steaks. That's really amazing.
I am not related to him.
Oh,
I am not related to him.
That hit me in the giggle button. That was a good one.
My farts are a treat for everyone. And if I want to scare a vegan, I just fart.
Question for all of you. What do you guys think on the Wiccan religion?
To me, it's just being natural, being close to nature. I don't really feel it's a religion.
I mean, it's a legit religion in Canada and the States.
They have faith in it. It's religion, I think. They do have faith in it.
I mean, if
goddess.
If the Mormons could get tax breaks, I'm pretty sure Wiccans can now.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Drew, will you be a Wicca?
A Wicca? No. I just want my farts to smell like steaks.
Yes, steaks.
That's good for me.
I can't with him. I am not related to him.
Steak comes from the earth.
I'm a simple man with simple
cows,
needs.
They eat grass.
Cycle of life. Cycle of life.
Oh, God.
It all comes back to the earth. Even the steak farts.
Even the steak farts.
Well,
that sounds like something you get with a side. I'll get the filet mignon, medium rare with the steak farts.
Okay, Drew. throw a couple farts, Drew.
Yeah. Gravy,
throw a couple
little bit of gravy
farts
on
in there. So
It's extra. It's extra.
That's fine. That's fine.
Oh, I have one really good. Like, if you miss work because you have a bad stomach, everyone will be like, "Aw." Like, everyone wanted to smell the steak farts.
Oh, yeah, true.
Yeah.
They're missing on it.
God.
Yeah.
Imagine being that new guy in the office and you let that out and he's like, "What are you doing?" And everyone's like, "Shut up and smell."
Exactly.
The new guy's got steak farts.
Shut up, Tom. It smells like steak.
You go from
Shut
0
up and
to
smell
a
the
10
fart.
in one
Instead
day.
of Instead of shut up and smell the roses, shut up and smell the fart.
Smell the steaks.
Well, I smell my farts because mine
God.
are the ones that smell like steaks.
Your beautiful farts. Oh, God.
Well,
SeriLovers.
Yeah,
and
all right,
with that
LA.
Farts.
Oh yeah, with that note,
come
LA, what's your
to-
convincing? What do you have for me for the convincing minute?
We get to SeriLovers, and then with that beautiful fart power.
And that's how we
we're
wrap up
now
witches
on
with
the-
steak farts.
On the convincing minute, our favorite game where Rich will try to convince
of our
me
only
to watch
game.
a new show in 30 seconds, and I will do the same. Rich, let's get the timer set.
I like the alarm you had last week, the post-apocalyptic warning
Yeah.
alarm. Let's go with that one for Monstober.
Of course. And Rich, what TV show do you want me to?
All right, this show came out a couple of years ago. It's Sense8.
Okay,
I've been
wait a
trying to
second.
convince.
So
I'm
you're
not
gonna,
okay.
You're gonna convince me on Sense8?
Sense8. I've been trying to convince a few people to watch this. I thought it was brilliant.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
Sense8 is about a psychic connection between 8 people all across the globe. The way that they did this telepathic connection in filmed was if you're looking at the person in one country, you're in their country and vice versa. So they are trying to figure out why they have this connection through the first season, then trying to avoid being caught by this other faction that's trying to kill all the Sense8. Ooh. Ugh.
For the first time ever, I think that you ran out of time.
I ran out of time. I didn't have my speech all worked out on that one. I don't think I convinced anybody.
So wait a second. So
Sorry,
you're
SeriLovers.
in a different country, but you're in the same country. How was that?
Okay, so I have a psychic connection with Drew. When I'm doing the connecting, I'm standing in his country, and he's standing in mine, and that's the connection. Like, he's seeing my world, and I'm seeing his.
Aww, how cute.
It's really weird. It was really clever how they did that.
Yeah,
How-
it was really
how
good. I liked it.
cute.
They used mind bullets.
How adorable.
mine bullets.
Well, so mine is going to be the first run of Charm, which I feel like I've already been talking about it all night.
Oh, God.
Charmed Classic.
Yeah,
Charm classic.
my drinking game this time around is Charm. Every time I say Charm, guys, please.
It wasn't as much as iZombie. You had a little bit more material this
Yeah,
time around.
iZombie was-
freaking rough.
Yeah, how does iZombie fit into witches? I'm kidding. Go to your 30 seconds.
Wait a second, I'm trying to make it fit. Give me a second. I can do this.
It's like the 7 degrees of iZombie.
I can do this. The energy drink was made out of magic. And
It was?
that's why when you mix
Oh.
the Utopia and the energy drink, you
So witches were
create
behind the magic
zombie
drink?
virus.
Were witches behind the magic drink?
I'm not convinced, so you
Yeah, I'm not either.
Yeah.
You're reaching.
So go for
Okay,
your
guys.
30 seconds.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1. Okay, so Charm, the first run. This is the first time that we see a group of grown women, attack and defend the world. Their parents, their grandmother, their mother dies. So these 3 women discover that they have really powerful powers, really strong powers. They are very powerful, and they are trying to get to know how to live with them and fight with them. And you have angels and you have demons and a monster everywhere. It's awesome.
Ooh, nice. Right on.
Yeah. I have just one question. Are they really powerful?
They have powerful powers.
Yeah.
Powerful
Powerful
powers.
powers of the powers.
Have you noticed that every time I say my 30 seconds, I do something with the words? Like last week it was...
Understanding the understandable.
Yes.
The ununderstandable.
And this week is a powerful power.
I will vanquish you with my powerful powers. All right, guys, thank you so much. You got another question? One more question?
Hashtags for the night.
Oh, yeah, hashtags for the night.
Hashtag stay farts.
Yeah, I was going to say stay farts.
Stay farts. What
Hashtag
else?
At
Mitch.
powerful powers.
Powerful power.
Yeah.
And hashtag Mitch. That is a witch that is male. Mitch.
Oh,
Male
Mitch.
witches.
Yeah, hashtag Mitch.
Drew, didn't
Guys.
you have... Oh, wait a second. And the yellow drink.
Ooh,
oh,
come on,
God.
Adam, say
Golden
it.
shower.
Say,
The
oh,
golden shower.
Jamba
Let's
Juice
not
Golden Shower.
And Alexa's superpower, which is the sleeping spell.
Yeah.
yeah.
The 17-page sleeping.
That's a long hashtag. It's like,
Oh God. Well, Serial
guys,
lovers.
thank you, DT, Drew, again. Thank you guys for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, me
Siri
too.
lovers, hit us up on Twitter at Seriology TV.
And on Instagram at Seriology_TV_podcast.
And next week, we'll see you guys next week for Paranormal.
Ooh.
Yeah. All right, everybody, good night.
Bye.
That was like, ooh.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Until then, see ya.
Siri lovers, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Seriology's Monstober.
Don't forget to find us, follow us, and like us on Twitter at SeriologyTV or on Instagram at SeriologyTV_podcast. And leave us a comment of what you thought of the show.
Or what you're going to be for Halloween.
And don't forget, Siri lovers, wherever you are, you will always be in our spooky Siri hearts.
See you next week, everybody.